Hey, what's up, my people, man? Welcome back. Part 2, episode 2, whatever you want to call it. Hope you enjoyed the first one, man. That was just us getting back into it, as we heard, taking off the filming cobwebs. Yeah, we're back, man. Today we're going to hit you with a Q&A. And yeah, man, hope you enjoy it. Keep on subscribing, keep on following, keep on pushing the movement, man. God bless, Mr. Oshodi.
Who were you before Food Junkie?
Before Food Junkie is 9 years old now, or 9 years old this year. So before Food Junkie, was doing wholesale in terms of importing goods from Nigeria and other African countries, bringing them over to the UK, and then distributing them to the shops. And then within that, that's what I was doing before that. Before this.
How did Food Junkie start?
How did Food Junkie start? I think it was around about 2016. My wife had the idea that she wanted to do more about food trucks, so we went through the whole the business plan, and then about a year later, August 2017, we started with a mobile food truck. And prior to that, we got it made. So I was going outside London they got it made, and then we brought it down to London, I think somewhere like Newcastle or something like that. And then we brought it down and we started in 2017 the markets. But yeah, it was both ideas, but it was like she said, okay, should we do this as well as the wholesale? I was like, yeah, why not? And yeah, really good, a lot of lessons, and food is very meticulous. You have to be very this and that. So I'm kind of on this side of it, and she's more on the front end of it.
We can see, obviously, Junkie is spelled with a Y. Junkie is spelled with a Y, but with this company it's called Junkie with 2 E's. Could you explain why it's spelled Junkie with 2 E's?
To be honest with you, I think we just thought it'd be sound much cooler. We just thought it'd be sounding way much cooler, like, oh, you know, everyone's got the K-I-E, and before you know what, K-double-E. And then we looked at it, and when they did the logos and the graphics, it was much better.
So what was the hardest moment in building this business?
She would have something else to say, but for me personally, was obviously the starting point is the hardest. I think initially when we first got the truck, the parts of it was location. This is one of the problems. Another aspect of it was food and getting the food right. Another aspect of it was the whole just trying to figure out how to do something you've never done, and you have to learn a lot. And then 2 years after was when COVID hit. So then off the back of starting something, then you had to now deal with the COVID aspect of it, but we're allowed to stay open during that period. So then that was another learning curve. So I feel like the hardest was initially like the first 3 to 4 years. It's not nothing's easy, but it's much more understanding, like, because there's aspects in place that are not going to change, and now we're just adding more aspects to the whole spectrum of things. But I think the initial parts is probably the first 3 years.
So as a black entrepreneur, what challenges did you face that people don't talk about?
Okay, apart from as a black entrepreneur, you get issues with locations, and as well with our food's halal. So there's so much, you know, you have a lot of people that love the pork and they love but we don't do that, you know. So we're focused and we have a niche. Like, people that eat our food know they're getting quality, good food. It's halal. I think the only kind of thing is when you go to areas, they're like, oh, do you have jerk pork? Or do you have some pork in there? And we're like, no, we don't have it. Obviously, you lose those customers, but it is what it is, and it's a decision making from the beginning. And we've always done it from the start, and we carried on doing it, and it's gone well. You know, anyone that wants to get involved, they'll get involved. But that's probably the only thing. We don't really get into anything to do with like race or anything, because all the markets are always like got different ethnicities, different backgrounds. You have whenever you go and serve food, you'd have obviously the Oyinbo man who'll be selling his chips and whatever. You have the Caribbean ladies, you have us Afro-Caribbean, you have maybe the Bangladeshi guy, you have so you're never in this place where it's just, oh, what am I doing here? You get catering ends, but even them, anyone that's calling for this type of food knows what they're getting. They're getting the food of the person, innit? So I think that's it, really.
Was there ever a moment where you wanted to quit?
Sorry. Was there ever a moment wanting to quit? I think in everything, you don't want to quit. You just want to hope to figure it out. So you get parts where it's like, what's going on? Why is this not going on? And then what I've learned is over time, things are going to kind of like come to life. And you're going to find a space within where you didn't know there was a space. And then also, you might be doing a lot of stuff and then you just cut a lot of it out. And it starts becoming more simplified. There was a stage where, for me, I was dealing with a lot of wholesale. So my wife was running the company. She was running it, she was implementing it, she was building it, she was scaling up. And that period there, probably not quit, but that was probably the time where I was more on like the back end of it in terms of like just conversating and growing it on the back end of it, but she was on the forefront of everything. Yeah.
Okay. You used to / still do motivational speaking, right? And how did
Food junkie.
And how did motivational speaking shape the way you run your business in terms of the leadership, communication, and branding?
I don't know. I think I just got into it. I never wrote it down. I'm gonna start doing this. I think I just decided to start doing it. I think obviously I haven't done it for a couple of years now, but when I was doing it, it's just started on social media, like Instagram, and then from there you have people call you to say, "Oh, can you come and do this?" And then it just kind of grows and grows and grows. And then I got to the point, like as I said, like there was a lot going on. I was very busy. I was like, you know what, I've got to take a back seat on these, and then the kids need to be raised, the wife, the family need you. And you know, those aspects of it, I just thought, you know, let me just take a back seat. And then now we're back, you know, better. Because it's not about just speaking, it's about actually doing stuff. I don't just want to be someone that's, oh, I'm speaking.
Yeah.
Even though I'm speaking and showing, but it's like, you got to be doing stuff, even while you're doing what you're doing.
So what advice would you give to young people who want to start something, but they feel stuck?
Advice for young people
that want to start something, some type of business, or maybe even a hobby or a career in something, but they feel stuck where they are.
Alright, simply, if you don't start, you're going to be stuck anyway.
Just do it.
Like, so you can wake up every day, still being stuck, or you can start and it's like, you know what, I'm not stuck because I've started. And then another day comes and you just, you know, and like try to like speak to people who've done things before. You know, a lot of people we've spoken to have like, when you meet people, oh, what did you do this, or where'd you buy this, or how do you do this? And you kind of just you try and be in the same space as what you're doing. Like, you can't be doing one thing and then be in a whole different space. You want to be around what you're doing and just keep on doing it. But I would say just start what you want to start. I would say don't worry too much about what's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Worry
Slow motion is better than no motion.
And then focus on, you know what, it might just blow.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah.
What makes Food Junkie different from other food businesses?
I know you're behind the camera, but you had some food and, you know. I think it's the food, the quality, the taste, the time, effort that goes into it. As I said, they're very specific. They've got to do it like this and like that, and you know. And also, I think for me is the growth of it. Like, it started off like literally, you know, not because I'm in it, but because the way things are meant to go, you're meant to understand the whole process of how it's going, right? So if I'm buying this and I'm selling it, if I'm buying this and I'm selling it, I'm buying Ice Valley. So I don't know the start of it. I don't know how it started. I don't know where they started it. I think with this, because I know the start, I know how it's going, I know it's been, I think that's more where you can tell why the love is there, because it's been for the people from the start. It's always the first day we sold something was, hello, hi, would you like to buy something? And we've been around and we've met people and we've done things. So I feel like it's been a lot of that. We've kind of like, Food Junkie is kind of like family to people. You know, like people can see me or see my wife or even the drivers, like, and they say, oh, Food Junkie this, Food Junkie that. And that's, you know, so I feel like that's what it is. Apart from the food, the taste, the quality, I think it's more like they've been part of the journey. I feel like people are part of the journey.
So you'd say that you're really in touch with the community?
Yeah, we're in touch with, we know people that buy from us, we know the regular customers, we know where we've been, the events, kind of like pull back on the events a bit, because with the events, we kind of like do private events now. More like, oh, we're just going outside a nightclub and someone's parties. No, we're more time doing now like, okay, there's something here, there's 300 people here, Food Junkie come down, cater for them, Food Junkie goes. We're not gonna really see 5, 6, 7 other people there. It's more like, but that's the growth. Is initially wasn't like that, but over time with trust and them knowing what we bring to the table and the variety, it's Afro-Caribbean, the variety, that's what's kind of like warmed into things.
So, where do you see Food Junkie in 5 to 10 years?
Inshallah. Where do I see Food Junkie? As I said, mine's different from my wife.
So in terms of, would you say expansion, franchising, global?
100%, everything. Like wanted to be in every home, in every shop. You know, every home, every shop, people buying it every day. People walking and be like, yeah, I'm part of that. I got a franchise of that in this country. I got that in that country. And I feel like over time you kind of get there, but you gotta keep on going. And like I said, like we're over 8 years now, and I feel like you keep on growing and you keep on learning, and then you find more opportunities on how to expand. And I feel like that's what it is. But the aim is global, not local, global. You know. And that's why we've continuously to increase our reach. You know, initially, as I said, we had the reach of the, so I'll get it. Yeah, so like, as I said, initially we started off with the food trucks, and then the kitchen came off the back of one food truck, then the kitchen came, then off the back of the kitchen, we got into the mobile food trucks with the kitchen, and then now we've also got the frozens. So these meals are going out to people, you understand? You can see them. You got, this one is sweet chili boneless. So this one is okay, let's start with this one. Barbecue boneless chicken with jollof rice. This is the mild one. Keep frozen meals, so they come out to you like in frozen meals, and you see them. And then you've got this one as well, sweet chili boneless. This one's the mild one, you know, all done up properly. Well, I'll show you. Obviously we'll go downstairs and you see how it looks, and even I think a driver came earlier to pick one up, you see that as well. And yeah, you see this is one, and then this is the hot one. This is boneless jerk chicken with jollof rice. So you have medium, you have mild, medium, hot, and then obviously you see the back, it's got all the ingredients, the temperatures, the cooking, the cautions, everything's on there, pop up. So as I said, with the Food Junkie, you've seen the growth of things. You've seen where did they start from? The story. We had a food truck outside markets, outside the clubs, and all that was going on. And then where did it go? Oh, we had a kitchen. And then where did it go? And then we had the mobile food trucks. And then where did it go? And then we had the frozen. So obviously, inshallah, we go into more places. Then you know, like, oh, where did it go? In the supermarkets. Oh, where did it go? It went to, oh, wow, okay. But there's you know, and what is like a CV. It's like a track record. And with a track record, you are more able to implement and achieve, because someone's going to be like, oh, so what were you doing 8 years ago? Oh, you just had the truck. Okay, and 10 years later, oh, wow, okay, so there's been progression. And that's what people will buy into. That's what people say, you know what, I can give you my money because I know that you're still going to be here, and your kids will probably want to take over and stuff like that, no matter what they're doing, but it's still part of them. So I feel like that's really what it is, just knowing that we've scaled up and we've grown and we've done things.
So what does success mean to you now versus 10 years ago? Or is it still the same thing? Has success always looked the same to you? So how old are you now?
40.
40. So what did success look to you when you was 30 versus when you're 40?
Might have to edit some of this eating, because I think what you find that you might call success changes. The more you grow, the more you understand. Like my success now might be for my kids to be successful, because I've kind of figured out what it is I want to do, what is it I need to do. I'm not so much worried about myself anymore, because I know that I can do things, and I know how much more I can do in the circle I'm around and the people I'm around. I'm more now for my kids. My ideology of success is helping others be successful, bringing others through, but people through to be successful. at an earlier period and investing in them and teaching them the things I know for them to have things in an earlier time than me. I think that's what's successful for me now. Like, oh, what do you see as successful? Well, to be honest with you, success is my kids being successful now. Knowing that they're on a path that they're going to be a successful path, inshallah. And that for me means I'm successful. Because success breeds success, right?
So that would lead on to the question, what does legacy mean to you?
Legacies for hundreds, and you know, like the way you've got like some brands that are like 100 years old, 200 years old. That company's been running for 300 years, yeah. Like, man, still ordering there. They get their frozen, they get the franchises here. They're all around the world. They're like, okay, that thing's 500, and that's the only thing. The name that remains. That's basically what it is. That's what a legacy is. The name that remains. If it doesn't remain, it's just come and gone. The name that remains, not the person. The person's always gonna go, but the name can stay. What was built can stay. You will know in your lifeline from the birth till now, there's something that you've always heard of. That's a legacy. Whether some people like it or not, it's a legacy. There's that vehicle that's always been there since you were born. That's a legacy. So you have to create and then implement on that thing and then build that thing. Like you have Michael Jordan. Not everyone in the world knows him, but it is a legacy. For the people that know him, you have Michael Jackson. You understand? So legacy is leaving behind. And that's the most important thing. Leaving behind and knowing that others are able to utilize from it, learn from it, grow from it, benefit from it, and achieve through it.
If your younger self could see you today, what would he say? So maybe like a 18-year-old version of you. And he could see you today and your success. What would he say to you?
18-year-old version of me. That's 22 years ago. He would clap and say, well done. You're on the way. You see, the most important thing, as I said, is being on the way. Meaning you're going to get somewhere. Rather than you didn't leave, or you didn't start, or you didn't, you're doing well. You've got beautiful kids, got a beautiful family, you've got business, you're thinking smarter, you've got ideas, you're trying to do things in life, you're moving, you're part of the world. You're not just doing nothing, you're part of the world, you're keeping things going. You know, you've come a long way from those who know you from when you were 18. For me, myself, looking back, it's like, you know what, growth. You know, but it takes time, it takes discipline, it takes understanding, it takes grace of God. So I think that's what he would say, be like, well done, man, like, just keep on going, and by the grace of Almighty God, everything will just come to, you know, when he just like, yeah, it's here, it's all there, then it just gels and you're like, oh man, that's it. That's it now. Now I can kick back and watch them do all the activities and not be in a rush to go anywhere. That one's organized, so you're not physically active, like you physically with yourself and your family, but mentally is where you work now. You do your work mentally now, you understand? I still do physical and mental, but I think I reduce more the physical to now do more of the delegation part, because as you get on, delegating is where you're running the business, you know. So we're running business, so we delegate, but we're also involved in it because we're still in the aspects of involvement. So yeah, I think that's it, and we love it, you know. It's Food Junkie, it's the best, you know. It's still gonna go a long way to go, man. A long way to go, man. Make sure you get the frozen meals.
Yeah.
So buy some.
Got a bonus question for you.
Yeah.
So, what should we expect from Food Junkie, and why should people that haven't tried Food Junkie try it?
Oh, why should people that haven't tried Food Junkie try it? It's not just because it's our brand. You know, I think because it's good food, and we have a lot of feedback that it's good food. You know, and we put in a lot of effort to make sure that people don't have bad experience with us. I think that's the most very, very important. So people don't have a bad experience with us. We want them to have a good experience. I think that's what, for me, is very important. And for my wife, it's very important. And for the company, it's very important. The experience people have when they have Food Junkies, like, oh my God, that food's nice, you know. It's good enough. Like, that's the most a man can or a woman can ask for when they create something and people like it. It's like someone that creates a car, creates a machine, or creates a drink, and you taste it, that drink is nice. That's what the person would love. and then from there you tell someone else, oh, have you had that? Or this, oh, that's nice, that's nice. And then I think that's how things go. I feel like you shouldn't be afraid of how we're going. No matter what, or no matter who's doing something, you can always find your lane. You always find your own niche, and you always find your own way to get through. No matter how great someone is, that you've seen them, that you can still come and make a difference in that space, and you will be able to get what you want from that space as well.
Hey, what's up, my people, man? Hope you enjoyed the part 2, episode 2. Hopefully there's going to be a lot more to come. We're obviously going to go out with the food truck some days. Obviously going to go and serve the people, show you other bits and bobs we do. We're also going to show you the wholesale end of things. I'm still in the wholesale business. Show you that, and then yeah, we're still going to get into the barber side of things, where we go and hang out in the barbers with the people and have discussions. We're still going to have the people as guests on the show as well, doing information, finding out what people are on in these day and age, and seeing where they are, and just pushing the movement, the positive movement, man. Always positive, man. Every day above ground is a great day, man. Hope you enjoy the show. Make sure you check out www.foodjunkie, that's FOODJUNKEE.co.uk. Out.